Welcome to the Big If. My name is Luther with my partner D'Angelo. I can see on the ticker that we've already got 1 million people that are watching the live stream.
They're just in the waiting room.
It was incredible. And honestly, we didn't even announce that we were going to do a show. But
the ifsters are everywhere.
The ifsters are everywhere, and we didn't even come up with that name. That was them.
It's all been very organic in this whole process.
I love it. Truly. This has been the thrill of my young life.
Well, you've done some stuff, so that's saying something.
Well, let me just start off the show with big news. Not that it really matters to you because you just were given access to it. And I'm talking to our audience here, not you, D'Angelo. But we just published our first 4 podcasts on YouTube, on the Big If Podcast channel. Check us out. Email us at thebigifpod@gmail.com. Tell us what's on your mind. Give us your big if questions. And that's. What do you think? How do you feel about that? Have you listened to all of them?
I have not. How do you feel about them? What's your thoughts as you've listened?
Mostly, I'm thinking, what a waste of someone's time to listen to this. Just drivel. Just and some of it's inside jokes, some of it's truly just rambling. It really is waste. But what are your thoughts?
Well, I want, as people start to listen and the following grows even bigger, I mean, we want them in on the inside jokes. We want you to get the inside jokes that are so funny. Be part of it. We want you to be part of it.
You know what? You're absolutely right. I'm sorry for my foul attitude about this because you're right. We need to be building a base, a background for people so that they can get our inside jokes later.
Yeah. Come on in. The water's warm.
Water is so warm. Speaking of warm, when's the last time you went swimming?
The last time I went swimming. Ooh, okay. I can answer that pretty easily. Mm-hmm. Back in probably January. Nice big snowstorm here in St. Louis.
Uh-huh.
And I work at a restaurant, and the restaurant put me up in a hotel next door to it so that I would be close and could walk over and open the next day. And it had one of those pools that was like indoor, outdoor with like a little partition. You can swim under, yada, yada.
Ooh.
Yeah, never done one of those before.
A partition?
I think that's the word.
Explain this to me. Describe this.
Okay, so you're in a hotel pool.
Okay, I've been in 1 million of them, so
you could picture that.
Yeah.
So then there's like the wall that goes outside, and you swim up to it. But like if you duck under the water, you can go to the pool that's outside that's connected. It's all one connected pool. There's something you can swim under so that you can go from the outdoor pool to the indoor pool and vice versa.
Interesting. So it's this like hallway. Basically, that's underwater.
You could call it an underwater hallway, kind of like a tunnel.
So, is this the only connection between the two pools? Like the only corridor?
No, like the whole wall is there. Like it's just.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There's no like narrow passageway that you have to find and navigate your way through. It's just from wall to wall, you can swim underneath and just go outside.
That's cool.
You've never seen this before?
I can picture it in my mind the way you're talking about it, but when you first mentioned it, I was thinking that it was like truly just this narrow passageway. Maybe not narrow,
And they put a blindfold on you, and you have to find it blind. Yeah. There's also a Peruvian gentleman that's a world-class swimmer that is trying to chase you underwater. So you better find that passageway.
That was taking it further than I even could have imagined, honestly, because I was worried about people peeing in that hallway.
That's the least of your concerns. This is the Peruvian hitman. The underwater Peruvian hitmen are what you have to look out for. And the good thing Yeah, I evaded him. I made it to the outside pool. The good thing is, like, once you like, if
It
you
sounds
get
relaxed.
there, it's not at first, but once you escape him, like once you're free, if you will, you're good. So then I can come and go as I please without having to worry about him. So it's just that initial like, and if you're successful there, you're gonna have a good time. If he gets you, he gets you. You belong to him now.
Oh my gosh. Hold on. I'm seeing a reading. So I've got this dashboard over here on my control panel that shows
Yeah.
where our viewers are streaming in from, and we just got collected about 100,000 new viewers from the Peru area.
Damn.
Um, they don't seem to be liking what you're talking about. Do you have any?
No. Don't get it twisted. Props to them. Like I'm fascinated with how great of swimmer. You don't see a lot of Peruvians in the Summer Olympics in the swimming games. That's
Okay,
because most of the elite athletes are in these pools.
they're conceding that point. I can see it on the message boards now.
Gracias.
Okay, oh, we've lost those viewers, and we're back to the original mill.
That's all right.
Hey,
We'll get them back. We'll get them back.
hey. So, what else is going on? Will Smith.
Yeah, I can't
Do
decide
we
which
even
side
need
of the
to talk about it on this?
Yeah, let's talk about it because we haven't talked since before it happened. It's been beat to death, but
Yeah. What are
I'm
we
in,
going? I don't know what else that's new that we're gonna say.
well. I just want to get your take on it. I'm not even sure I know your take on it.
My take was, uh, I thought it was pretty ridiculous, and
First of all, do you think it was real?
yes, I do think it was real.
Okay,
Do you think it was real?
I do think it was real. Yes.
Okay. Yes, I think it was real, and I think that, like you said, there's so many. What astounds me about it is how many different takes there are,
Yeah.
and what
Well,
a lightning rod it was for culture of
I
all.
mean, it shut down the internet that night.
And now there's a 10-year ban for Will Smith. You know what? I think in solidarity with Will, you and I
Yeah.
should ban ourselves from the Academy for the next 10 years as well.
What does that even mean? Like he can't be in the awards, or he can't be in movies at all, or
No, yeah, I think his movies basically can't be. Actually, I don't know. I thought maybe it was just he couldn't be, but maybe his movies or anything he touches can't be considered.
so like if you're a director, like
That
Will
would be
Smith is
different.
just dead to you for the next. Well, if you're caring about a bigger, like if you're just making some scrub ass
No,
movie and
yeah, if you're a director like me, like on a semi gaining to be a professional level, but not nearly there. Um, I would love to have Will Smith. Will, if you're listening,
oh gosh, here we go.
if you are listening, please be in a video for me, and we'll figure something out. Um, come hell or high water, and maybe we'll get Chris Rock in it.
Well, I admire you because where like a lot of people right now like won't touch Will Smith, you are here with open
Running
arms.
in.
And Will, remember who was here for you when times got tough.
Exactly. Exactly. Thank you for that recognition.
Hey, okay, speaking of the big if, we sometimes we don't even get to these,
We
but
never
okay.
do. We never do. That was a fucking fraud.
Yeah, so the premise of this podcast is supposed to be thought provoking, sometimes entertaining, sometimes serious, like what if scenarios. What if you would have went to the left of the fork of the road instead of the right 10 years ago?
Right.
But sometimes we just kind of meander about and we don't get to them. In fact, I'm not sure if we have gotten to any. So let's get to one.
Okay. Okay.
It, if Will Smith and his people
Mm-hmm.
called you tomorrow
Mm-hmm.
and said, "We heard you on the pod. Big fans, big ifsters. Um,
Oh my gosh, we are real big ifsters over here.
we want to send Will out. We want to support multiplicity. Is that what it is?
Multi-
Multitude. Multitude.
although I really, if it got confused with Multiplicity, I like that movie. I really like that movie.
We want to support Multitude. We
Michael
like that
Keaton was great.
we like he was fucking great in that. But we want to we know you were there when nobody else was. We're gonna send Will out. We want to. What kind of little video you've got? Like you've got an afternoon with Will. What are you gonna shoot? Like what do you do?
Let's see. It's not even all right. The first thing that pops to mind, and it's not even on the same level as I think what Will Smith did, is you remember that Nike commercial that they did for LeBron as soon as he went to the Heat, and he's like, "What do I do? What do I do? What do I do?" And he was like in all these different scenarios. Do you remember that? It was kind of controversial at the time.
Vaguely.
That's the first thing I'd study, I think.
Okay.
And I'm just looking out here. Look, it's a beautiful place out here in Napa, and we'll, I'm sure he could get us into places that I can't.
I don't know about that.
I think he probably still got some sway, or maybe Jaden could help me get into a couple places. He's 20.
Now you got a point there.
Yeah. So I'll first off. It's a package deal. Jaden and Will or nothing. That's my first response.
Yeah, I like where you're starting.
And second, I think, it would just be a very relaxed and a very dialed down, very boring video.
You have some active clients right now, right?
I do have active clients right now.
If you called one of these clients tomorrow and was like, "Hey, you're not gonna fucking believe this, but but Will and Jaden are coming out, and we're gonna throw together a video to promote XYZ."
Right.
How do you think these people would react? They're not gonna believe you, first of all.
Well, I think it would be buzzworthy.
Okay.
And I think that it would help.
Would they be on board?
That's what I'm trying to buy time with by just like sputtering other things. I don't think that they would. I don't think they would at this point.
That's gross to me.
Really? So, okay.
Well,
so vice. All right. Let's. What if Will Smith wanted to be an ambassador for Sugar Fire Smokehouse starting now, but only for like the next 3 or 4 months?
Yeah, I'd be like, I'll pick you up at Lambert International Airport. It's not, there's only like one terminal, so you'll find me. I'll be the guy in the Sugar Fire hat.
And you think Sugar Fire would be like, yeah, let's do it?
I absolutely know that both my general manager and the owner, who you're familiar with the owner.
I'm very familiar with the owner.
He would wake up and tell his family in the middle of the night, "Hey, I have to go pick up Will and Jaden at the airport."
Okay, so you're saying it would be a package deal for you too?
Yeah, give me Willow too. I'll take all three.
Willow? Oh,
Willow.
That's right. I'm sorry. I was thinking of Willow, the movie.
No,
for a moment.
The daughter.
Remember that?
The daughter. I remember the name. I couldn't begin to tell you what it was about.
Okay, hold on.
Was there a mouse?
No, I don't think so. Maybe.
All right, then no.
Maybe. All right, hold on, though. Can I just... I would like to just now put a stop to all Will conversation and take hard whatever other turn we need to take to get out of this conversation, because...
Too hot. It's just too hot.
Too hot, and I don't think that it's going to hold up for us over time. If people come back to this, we've got 1 million live streamers, and what's crazy, it's exactly at 1 million and only 1 million, and it hasn't fluctuated once.
Is there like a cap on it where it can't go over? And like it could be, but it just like is 1 million and then there's a plus sign?
There may be. I don't see any plus sign, but that might just be bad design.
No, I think you're probably right. I think it's exactly a million.
I think it's exactly a million, which is crazy. So hey, to anyone out there, would you just give us 10 cents a piece? Can you spare 10?
Yeah, just a dime.
Just a dime. What would a dime hurt you? Because if you got one little chuckle out of this, is that worth a dime for you today?
And it doesn't even have to be your dime. Steal it out of your husband's pocket. Your
Exactly. Exactly. Just Venmo it to us, though. So, like, figure out. We'll set up a Big If Pod Venmo and figure that out somehow.
Yeah, we could use some revenue.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, yes. All right, so we can get off the Will Smith stuff. I don't blame him completely. I'm just gonna leave it at that. He maybe didn't handle it perfectly, but I don't blame him. But anyway, yeah. So what else? What else is new out in Napa?
I went to a cool party on Saturday night.
Ooh, a party?
It was a party. I went to a party. It's like the
Like
first party I've been to in a
like a
real.
dinner party?
No, it was a party.
Like a
Now they
house
did
party?
have, it was a house party, and they did have this couple that invited us had this wood fire pizza, and it was freaking awesome. Someone was, mixing up pizzas. It was great.
I ain't never been to no party like that. Sounds phenomenal.
It was tremendous. And then they just threw out a bunch of bottles of wine, like big magnums, and people were like, I was kind of trying to pace myself and everything, and the host was just trying to fill up everyone's glasses.
Is a magnum bigger than a carafe? It's got to be.
Probably, yeah, yeah.
How much wine, if you can quantify it, how much wine do you think you drink in a week's time?
Oh, I would say just me personally, or Corbin and myself.
Nah, just you, bro.
In a week, 4 bottles. 5 bottles.
Okay. You mixing it up, or is that all the same stuff?
Oh, I'm mixing it up. I try to. But like a lot of it, would happen on weekends.
Okay.
And, you might have like a glass or two at dinner every night.
Gotcha. Sounds serene.
It is very serene. I mean, I'm looking at this like field of wheatgrass across from me right now, and it's very nice. It's very nice. In fact, it's a little too nice for being a boys' night out. It's something that we got to get hyped up for. It's a little too fucking serene. You know what I'm saying?
Pew, pew, pew.
Oh,
Oh, man. Yeah, let's turn up.
yeah.
You got any drugs?
No, not in front of me. Not at the moment.
Damn.
You? What are you thinking?
I did eat a little bit of mushrooms before we went on earlier.
Ooh. Okay.
Just a little bit.
Okay.
Probably
No.
more than what would be considered a microdose, but also like not a ton, just a little pinchy pinch.
Micro doses.
Yeah, like a macro micro dose.
Okay. Immediate.
Yeah.
So, I read this headline today about mushrooms that said it helps to break apart like I don't know, like consistent clusters of thought, I suppose. Where your brain might could, if it goes right, but maybe it could go left. And
I,
just to
I
break
don't.
up like patterns of thought that like might typically lead to depression, I think is what they were trying to say.
I haven't. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Haven't like really dug in and like researched and read a whole bunch, but like from things I feel like I've heard, stumbled across, it seems like mushrooms might be the next piece of the cookie to crumble in terms of like what's like socially acceptable and whatnot,
Yeah, yeah, I think so.
or even legally acceptable.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
When's
And
the last time
we,
you had any?
um, probably, oh gosh, probably over 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy them when you did them? From what you remember?
Yeah, yeah, I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, I've done them. I never really got into them. I did them a couple times in like the last few years, just little bits at a time. Nothing ever crazy. But then, as we've talked about recently on the pod, I started to dabble in doing a little bit higher dosages, and I've had some fun times on it.
It's as long as you're staying safe and enjoying yourself. Like I think it should be okay.
I uh, I read that you need to like space out like 2 weeks in between like doing it. I guess if you do a significant amount,
Hmm.
to wait 2 weeks to like let your system reset, or else like the tolerance goes up super quickly. Not sure. Makes sense. I could see where that would be the science behind something like that.
Yeah, I could see that too. I think from what I remember, if I could just give one mushroom story,
Yeah, bring it.
and yeah, we still have 1 million followers, so 1 million people are about to hear this story.
No judge. This is a judgment-free
This is
zone.
a judgment-free zone. Mr. Grimshaw could be on this.
I hope he is.
Anyways, okay. So all I remember was that we were outside, and you could see this parking lot, and there was this big street lamp that was hanging, like just shining light down, kind of onto a tree below, or there was this moonlight bouncing off of this tree too, and the leaves of the tree were so beautiful and flowing, and then they all separated and turned into like butterflies and bugs and cool like friendliness, and it just flew past me, and I remember it being really intense, but it was like, yeah, it was awesome.
Damn, bro. You sure that wasn't PCP?
Maybe at the time, who am I to say?
No, that sounds fun. I haven't really had that kind of experience. I described it. I described like my visual as like that camera. Did you watch any of the Masters? Did you watch any Masters?
I did not watch the Masters, but I remember your description of it. It was like a vignette with fuzzy edges, like a blurred.
Yeah, you could shoot pictures and shit like that on your iPhone and stuff. I think it's like focus mode or something where it's like picture LeBron James after he just got eliminated from playoff contention, and they're watching him walk off the court in like a pouty ass mood. Like the camera's like focused on him, but everything around him, the crowd that's booing him and unhappy that the super team is not going to be in the playoffs, they're all out of focus. That's what I that's what I felt like the first couple times I did mushrooms. I like that. I like the hyper focus.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
Are you a LeBron guy? I know you're a Jordan guy, so are you a LeBron guy?
Less and less as his career continues. I guess I'm just tired. You know what? You know what I am? I'm a Bleacher Report guy. I like the Bleacher Report app, which is sort
Okay.
of my main sports app for information. But it also has a lot of its faults and only draws from a few sources. And a lot of the notifications I get are like, LeBron said this about so and so. And I'm like, I don't want this on my phone. I don't want this interrupting my day. Also, same shit with Steph Curry. I don't want this interrupting my day. And no offense to LeBron, Steph, if you guys are watching and you're one of the 1 million right now, this is no offense to your game at all. I'm just tired of seeing you in the headlines.
Overexposure,
Overexposure, yes.
which is something we have to be careful
That's
about as
exactly
this.
right. And you know
Yeah.
what? Part of that's on me for going back to the same source. Maybe I should have a microdose to break up the sports information network that I choose first.
Can you filter like can you like click a button that like says no LeBron news will get sent to you, or do you know?
Yeah, I finally figured it out not long ago that I had like live updates for Fire News or whatever like the trending news is of the day.
Do you have Snapchat?
I do not. I do not have Snapchat. What?
Have you
What?
ever dabbled in Snapchat?
Yes, I have a while ago. What brings?
Yeah. Well, I'm not really a Snapchat user per se. I have it. I don't really get it. I mean, I get it, but I don't know. Would you describe?
Hold on,
Would
hold
you?
on, hold on. What do you mean?
Well, do you think that Snapchat, like, is it a little sneaky? Like, I feel like it's got a little sneaky vibe to it.
Yeah, I suspect Snapchat is really sneaky.
Because there's this girl. You actually have met her, but I kind of had a little thing for her at one time.
Mm-hmm.
Lot of. I don't know if there was anything there or not, but there's a lot of reasons why it wasn't really a good situation at the time.
Okay.
Had kind of gotten off that, out of sight, out of mind. Was off that, on to the next one, kind of deal.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm working Friday night, and I get a Snapchat. So I look down.
A direct Snapchat?
A direct Snapchat, not like a group Snapchat, because it was like, "Hey, D'Angelo." They use my name, D'Angelo. They're like, "Hey, D'Angelo, what it do?" And it was like a selfie, kind of, because you can, I guess, you take pictures, send them with your
It
Snap.
was like,
No, not that cool.
was it like sexy though?
No, I wouldn't call it sexy.
Was it kind of like one of those like above?
No, pretty much right on. I would almost describe it as a little silly, perhaps goofy.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, so I don't snap. No, there was no weird hand motions
like
or
that.
poses.
Okay.
No.
All right. I'm just trying to get a feel.
I understand you got to set the scene,
Okay.
but it was just kind of like a silly, goofy little selfie, like saying, "Hey, what's up?"
Yeah. And what night of the week is this again?
This is a Friday night.
Ooh, the Prince of Nights.
Yeah. So I'm working, and I'm like, "Well, what? I don't." Snapchat seems a little sneaky. Like, you have my number. You could have texted me.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, the snap comes through, and then I'm like, well, I guess I gotta fucking snap this fucking chick back. So here I am. I'm making sure nobody's looking, and then I'm trying to find like a good thing to like take a selfie to send it back. So anyway, this lady and we Snapchat back and forth, not like every second of the night, but like when I would go back to my phone, if I had a Snapchat, I'd see it, and then if the time was right, it went back and forth probably till like 11:30 that night.
Wow. Okay. And what? Give me another dose. What time did this start? Like,
Oh, I would say it probably started like in like
8 o'clock hour.
the 7 o'clock hour.
Ooh. Okay. So this is like a high school party's times worth of Snapchatting.
Yeah, like from like I would say about
7 to 11.
7 to 11, 7:30, 11:30. There was like a 4 hour window where there was like back and forth Snapchatting, and I mean it's probably nothing, and it probably is for the best that it's nothing. But I was thinking at the time, I'm like, why are you doing this? Why are you Snapchatting me?
Exactly. I love that. Okay. This is a really interesting question. What are you to make? It's not even the messages that are the context. What are you to make of the platform this
Yes.
lady chose to reach out to you?
I mean, let's play the handout. So Snapchat makes it really easy to like send a picture with a text. I mean, not that it's hard on like an iPhone or anything, but it's easy. Take a picture, type in some text, boom, snap.
But it's truly a back and forth picture conversation type of thing.
And they were all just like I again, I feel silly using this word, but they were silly. There was nothing like, at one point she's like, "Ooh, I think it's time for an edible," and then I was like, "Yeah, I think you're right." And I took a pic because I happened to have some on me right at that time, so it was just kind of like little silly, flirty stuff back and
Funny
forth.
stuff, fun, having fun.
Yeah, having some good old fun. But
love it.
But Anna, like, why Snapchat? Because it disappears. Like, you want this gone? Like,
and okay, so I remember Snapchat. kind of when it first came out, I guess. And honestly, I didn't think it would last this long, but it has. And what I remember of it when I had it was like, oh gosh, it was. I always felt that they were storing it somewhere. Like
The
they had,
people of Snapchat.
yeah, for sure. And that feeling that they aren't gives people safety to express themselves in any number of ways.
And it allows you to send a dick pic if you're cheating.
That's one of the ways. Exactly.
Which, well, there's nobody listening to this shit. I will say this girl also has a boyfriend. So is that why we were
Ooh.
using? Is that why you were using Snapchat? Because you
Ooh,
wanted those messages?
Hey, I think you're reading into this exactly right.
Yeah. Okay. I usually don't hear that, so thank you.
And okay, maybe I just get bad advice, but I think you're reading into this exactly right. Otherwise, okay. Let me ask this: when
Yeah.
is the last time that you two had a text? Um, you know, through work? Was it over work probably or?
Um. Let's see. When was the last text? The last text was when. Okay, it was almost exactly a month ago. I got a text, and it was a picture text,
Hmm.
and it was how you go like on a road trip and you stop in like some weird gas station truck stop and you go in. They've got the little spinny racks where they have like keychains with all the names on it, and they're like in alphabetical order, and little trinkets, if you will.
Yeah, I know those.
She,
Hold on.
yeah.
Do you remember the little state spoons?
No, that doesn't ring a bell.
Okay. All right. Keep going.
So the text is just a picture. Let's see how this of one of these little like gas station like things, and it
Peanut
says,
butter is the glue that holds my life together.
because this girl and I have inside jokes about knowing my infatuation for peanut butter.
Can I just real quick? I want to just make 32, 37. I should be writing down all these notes this whole time. I haven't been.
Yeah.
37, because and I'll cut this out. But whenever you show her first and last name,
Ooh. Yeah. We're gonna.
oh my gosh. Okay.
So we'll probably need to get the shears out and cut that part out.
Yeah. I'm
Oh,
just writing
fuck.
it down.
What a moron.
All right. Hold on. Can we take a quick advertising break?
Please. Please do.
Okay. All right. We'll be right back. Woo!
We're back. Boys' night. Every night's boys' night in this fucking house.
Ooh, boys' night.
Maybe not for long if this Snapchat thing is something, though. Come on over.
Come on over, baby.
Okay, so I told you I was going to tell you a couple other like fail stories.
Yes. Okay. I understand that there's a few single stories.
They're not good ones. They're both in the negative department, which may be better for content.
Hey, there are. Oh, hold on. How many? We've only got like 13 people that came back.
Damn, that's a big fall off.
Large.
What is that like a 70% fall off?
I don't know. I feel like we're going to get dinged on Google for this.
That's their way of saying, hey, you can't just go putting people's first and last names out there on your podcast without
credit Google. They really respect that.
I appreciate that.
Thank you, Google. Hey, but Google, no free ads.
No, get out of here.
Okay, let's get back to the single stories.
All right. So a while back, this was around Halloween, because our boy Matt has a little like Halloween like costume like theme murder mystery thing. And back then, one of Matt's friends and his girlfriend had a friend there that
Ooh.
I had been in, didn't really talk to her much that night, but then after the fact, got to talking, and even like it was on the drive home that night. Um, through the friend of Matt, I ended up getting this girl's number, and it included like a screenshot of saying like, "Yeah, I'd go out with him. Like, tell him to give him my number." So I knew she was on board. So
Okay. Okay.
yeah, tried to schedule some things, and then I kind of got ghosted, which is fine. I'm not the first person, not the last, but it was just kind of out of nowhere, just a ghost.
Fuck that.
Yeah, fuck that is true.
You know what that tells me? Write her off forever.
Yeah, well, I had, and then on a
Hold on.
couple like, yeah,
That
what?
goes against the definition of forever.
Yeah, technically, yeah,
Okay. All right. Let me
yeah.
keep going. Keep going.
Well, I'm no simp, so it wasn't it wasn't it
Uh,
wasn't like I texted this girl like months after ghosted me like, hey, like, you want to rethink that ghost thing or what's up? So I happened to stumble upon her Instagram,
ooh.
a private account, so you have to send a follow request.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, I hit that follow request button.
I love it.
Might as well. What the fuck? I
What do
don't
you
know.
have to lose?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. Except maybe a little pride, because
Uh,
not
yeah.
not not only was the follow request denied, but I was also blocked.
Oh, what?
And I've never spoken with this girl again. Like, we never had a negative interaction. Like, it really went from like, yeah, let's grab a coffee sometime. Today doesn't work. So then I tried like, hey, you still want to get that coffee? Nothing. And then no communication from then until the follow request, and then blocked. So I was
Ooh,
putting off some real creeper vibes, I guess. I don't know, but
that
whatever.
that's that's over the top.
I don't know
You could
what
have
I
just
what.
you could have just declined. What is she like? Is she have she's got a private account. It's not like you're gonna look. I don't know what. All right, all right.
Yeah,
Fuck
you're
that.
right. You're
Fuck
all
that.
you're exactly right.
What a night out.
Yeah.
Very nice
So,
Cabernet Franc, by the way.
ooh, I'm drinking a diet tonic water from No Free Ads.
Hmm. All right.
Okay, so that was, it's fine. It's just a little blow to the ego, and you're like, ooh, what kind of vibe did I put off?
I'm
Where
sorry.
not only did you ghost me after saying, yeah, let's grab a coffee, to blocked. I don't know. I guess creeper. I guess I don't know. I probably am. But anyway,
No,
so
you're not. Look, you just keep getting better, man. You keep.
so okay. Here's fail story number 2, and this one I don't. It's not as bad. This one has the potential, but anyway. So for my work, we every Wednesday we go and we cater. We serve lunch at Purina. You've heard of Purina, sure.
Yeah, Purina is a familiar brand of dog food.
Yeah.
But
If
hey, Purina? No
we're com
free
we're co-
ads.
yeah, we're coming for you.
No
So
free ads.
anyway, we're doing this lunch, and it's a dog place, so like it's dog friendly. A lot of
Wait,
employees.
are you feeding the dogs food?
No, no, humans. We're feeding the humans.
Okay. The
That's a
humans that make the dog food.
yeah, yeah.
But they're not feeding you dog food in reply.
No, I think they pay us money for doing
Okay.
it.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure everything's straight.
No, I want you to have the perfect outline for this. So, serving lunch in the cafeteria at Purina. People can bring their dogs to work. But they can't bring them in the cafeteria. So there's like this little door, this little post where, people will put their dogs there on their leash or whatever while they're
Hmm.
getting their food, whatever. You get it. So, there's this little black poodle sitting there tied up.
Mm.
Yeah, hi poodle. So I
Hey,
go up. I'm a dog guy, big dog guy.
you love dogs.
Love dog. I think I like dogs more than people. But I go to say hi to the poodle. The poodle is absolutely not having it. It's
Is
yipping,
it
and you could,
barking at you?
yeah, like
Can
a
I say
stranger
something real
danger
quick?
kind of bark. Yeah, please do.
At this party the other night,
Yeah.
this woman brought a little black dog. It wasn't a poodle, but it was and I had the exact same experience. Now I'm a dog guy.
I know you. You are a dog guy.
I will kiss other people's dogs,
Sure.
and I don't. That's probably crossing the line. I feel like I'm crossing the line when I do that, and I'm sorry to be admitting that at the moment. But
It's fine.
anyways, I'm a dog guy. I didn't lunge at the dog. My technique is not to lunge. Mine
Open hand.
is an open hand,
Of course. This ain't your first rodeo.
and I really get down to the dog's level, but I don't come at it. I go down.
No.
I almost back away, like
Sure.
I'm doing the limbo or something like that.
I know the exact move you're talking about, and it's tried and true. And I feel like more often than not, dogs like sense that you're a dog person, and even like dogs that their owners are like, "Oh, my dog is kind of like doesn't like people." All of a sudden, they like you because you're a dog person. I feel like
Yeah.
dogs they're intuitive when it comes to that.
Yeah. And nevertheless, this dog did not like me and was barking its head off. And then it ran off into the rest of the party doing whatever it was doing.
What do you think that's about?
I was probably eating some wood-fired pizza or something.
Ah,
But are you saying what was the bark about?
like why do you think this dog didn't want anything to do with you?
Just a stranger. I don't know. It was right by, it was right by his mom and his dad. And I don't know. What do you do when you're a small dog? Like, you bark when you think.
Ooh, I saw.
Well, what was that?
Nothing. My phone started going. I saved it though.
That sounded like foreign, like a foreign language. Ooh, I thought.
No, it was gonna be English.
It sounded like a tribe that Kevin Bacon had went to go recruit a basketball player from.
Is that the air up there?
Yes, maybe it is.
Okay. I like playing these silly guessing games. What year do you think the movie The Air Up There was released? I haven't typed it in yet. I'm gonna say 19 1997.
97. Kevin Bacon, 1997. You know, God, that's a good guess.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
I feel good about it.
I think I'll just Price is Right you, and I'll go 1996,
Yeah, that was a good move on your part. 94.
94.
Yeah.
Wow. Do you remember what Kevin Bacon had to do to play in the final game?
I do not.
Okay. So,
Look at this cover art though, and I don't think there's anything on my screen that we'll have to blur out or anything this time.
We might. I don't know if Sony Entertainment's going to sue us or something. Yeah, it's a little glare. Oh yeah, there you go, Kevin.
You think this guy's still alive?
Yeah,
Really tall
he is.
really tall people tend to die earlier, right?
Is that right?
I don't know that he's alive. He's alive.
Okay.
Yeah. Charles Gatonga Maina.
You know,
He's 6'10", and he's from Kenya.
I haven't seen him in a lot of things recently.
No, he kind of got typecast there, and there wasn't a whole lot of like African like basketball movies after that. Bacon kind of cornered the market on that.
But maybe he could have branched into other roles. But anyways, all right. So the year up there, 1994,
Yeah,
Bacon, in
yeah.
order to be accepted into the tribe. So all right. So you remember, like, this tribe had to play this tribe, and they were like, it was like winner takes all. And
Takes all of what?
I don't know, like
The chickens?
something, or maybe like I think Kevin Bacon was playing in order to get the guy to come to his university. He was like a coach that was recruiting.
Okay, I like
Yeah,
it.
that's the premise of this movie, is that he was recruiting this guy to play at his university.
Okay.
Your video went out, but we're going to forge forward with the story. Kevin Bacon then, as a technicality, the other team's like, well, he's not part of your tribe, and he can play. And so Kevin Bacon's like, what do I got to do to be part of your tribe? And it was like some slit down, like down by your stomach down here. That was like really, really down and close.
And they just cut him open?
And yeah, it was like a cesarean section or whatever. Like that style of cut. But that's, by the way, for all of, if there's any pregnant women out there in the 13 that are watching this, I'm so sorry, and I didn't mean to trigger anything or any graphic feelings. All I'm saying is that Kevin Bacon had to go through a C-section in order to recruit a kid to play for, I don't know, maximum of 1-2 years at his university before he was probably recruited to the NBA.
Hey, is my video back?
Yeah, you're back.
Cool.
All right,
Yeah.
so we were talking about a Wednesday catered lunch at Purina
Ah, yeah.
with a little black poodle.
Yeah, the poodle not feeling it. So, yip, yip, yip. And it kind of, like, not a huge scene. It doesn't, like, make a huge scene, but, like, it makes enough of the scene where I feel like I'm going to say something, like, kind of witty. Like, So, everybody's looking. I turn and, like, hey, I tried. And, I walk in, and this girl, real cute girl, Jeff. Real cute girl.
A real looker.
Of course she is. So she's
Sounds
like,
pretty.
oh, what?
She sounds pretty.
Yeah, I've done a great job of describing her. So she's like, oh, that's my dog. That's Remy, blah, blah, blah. Remy gets a little around people. I go, hey, I'm a dog guy. I go, I'm gonna try again if that's okay. She's like, yeah, that's fine. Because she's still in line to get her lunch and whatever.
I love it. I love this.
So I go back out to Remy. This guard, Purina's locked down like fucking Fort Knox, by the way. I don't get it, but that's fine. So this
Did you have to
guard,
feed those guards?
we don't have to. They could buy it if they wanted, but we often have leftovers, so we always take care of people.
Of
Like
course. Of course.
we like to make friends, if you know what I mean.
Of course. But this particular guard.
He's probably 10 feet away from this interaction with me and Remy. So, it's Purina. There's dogs all over the place. He's got a jar of treats. So the dude gives me a treat to give to Remy.
Oh,
Wingman.
wow.
This guard is wingmanning me. So I got the treat. I get down, like you said, get on that dog's level.
Yeah.
Approach very, very timid. Yeah. Treat. I got a treat. I'm saying the word treat. It seems like most dogs know treat.
Yeah.
Remy is still a little skittish. So I put the treat on the ground by Remy and I back away.
Oh, whoa. That's like a firework almost.
Like a firework?
Yeah, where you light a firework and then you back away.
Oh, well, yeah, but I didn't want it to explode.
Of course. You were looking for the complete and opposite reaction
Than a firework.
of a firework.
Yeah. So anyway, I do the treat and I dip back. I get back. Remy won't eat the treat.
What?
And Remy's still like yipping at me. So at this point, I know it's like, okay, Remy's
Well,
not.
what's wrong with Remy?
I mean, just by looking at, I think it was a him. By looking at him, nothing. I guess skittish around new people. Don't know.
Maybe he's skittish around powerful men.
I mean, if that's the case, I fully understand his
His reticence,
yes.
his reluctance.
So I look in there, and the girls. At this point, the woman has received her food.
Yeah.
And is now in line to pay for her food, but she's like fourth or fifth in line. And Remy's barking at me again. It's not going well. I walk back in there, and I say to her, I'm like, yeah, I'm a dog guy, I guess, just not meant to be. And she's like, hold on. She puts her food down. She gets out of line, and she comes out to the post with me to Remy.
Okay.
And she like tries to do like an introduction, like, it's okay, Remy. Like, yeah, here, it's okay. He's nice. And Remy still.
He's really kind of making an effort here.
What?
You stepped out of line.
Yeah, like she was coming up.
In a good way. Like,
sure. Yeah.
She didn't step out of line.
In the literal sense, not the figurative sense.
Yeah. Wow, that makes me wonder. Anyways, keep going. Okay,
so it doesn't go well. Remy is not receptive, even when Mom is saying, it's okay, he's a nice guy, he's a good guy, blah, blah, blah. So at this point, we leave Remy. We walk back into the cafeteria. I made a little bit of small talk. I do remember asking, does Remy come to work with you every day? And she said yes. And at this point, she gets back in line. I don't remember if her spot was saved or if she went to the end of the line. And we both just go along about our way. I fucking just shit the bed.
Oh. She said yes?
To what?
To the question about her dog going to work every day?
Yeah, like just so, hey, Remy come to work with you every day? Yeah, he's here every day. And there was other little small talk for a few seconds, nothing major. It wasn't like we stood there in silence. But I did not get I didn't get the number. I'm not even sure of what her name is. I just didn't, I felt like the coach had me at like the 1 yard line with the ball, and I just took a knee. I took a knee.
Yeah, and you're like, Coach, I don't think I want to sit out this play.
Why? Score. You have touchdown incentives in your contract.
Hey, okay. Let this be a lesson to you. Okay? A lesson not to you. That sounds like it's happening at you or something.
No, it definitely is happening at me.
Let's just take it as a lesson is what I'm basically saying.
Okay.
Okay? And now that you're turning that, like, switch back on, where that's like the opportunity you're looking for, it will manifest itself. Because you're looking great. You're looking spectacular.
I appreciate that. I've worked hard. Thank you.
I don't doubt that you've worked hard.
Yeah, but okay. Obviously, it was a fumble.
Look, that's what hard work looks like.
You're almost there for Hot Boy Summer, bro.
I'm real close.
But here's the thing. Did I fumble this opportunity and drop the ball? Absolutely. It was a giant clusterfuck of a situation.
Sure.
However, I cater this cafeteria every Wednesday. I know from the conversation that Remy comes to work with her every day. I think there's a better chance than not that
you're going to run into Remy
in 2 days. I think it's happening on Wednesday. So I got to be ready.
You will be. What are you going to say?
I think I am going to perhaps take another approach with Remy. Try again with Remy.
Okay.
I also plan on showing how much of a dog guy I really am by having a very, very cute picture of Monty ready to
Ready to go.
show to
Ready to
show
roll.
to show her Monty, put out the dog dad kind of vibe.
Exactly.
Which obviously, if she's working at Purina and bringing Remy to work,
She's a
she's
dog
into
person.
that for sure.
Either that or what could any other, there's no other possible explanation that she's a dog person. Unless like she inherited this job from you know a grandparent and as well as the dog and felt like she really had to continue the legacy of bringing Remy to work every day because Remy is such a fan favorite there, even though he's kind of a shit to males, it seems like. I think he's got sort of a Napoleon issue, if you ask me. So, let me continue interrupting you.
Yeah, please.
By saying that I think you acknowledge Remy, but go straight into conversation with her instead.
Skip her? Skip Remy.
No. I didn't say skip Remy. I said you acknowledge Remy, or like go up to her, let Remy bark at you and go, oh, hey, Remy, hey, whoa. Hey, look, the other day we were chatting and I was thinking like, why didn't I ask you out for like a drink or something? And I think that, just hold that in your pocket. You don't have to tell me now, but...
No, I do need her to tell me now. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. See, I've been out of the game, but I'm just trying to find bolder moves. Just get in there and diffuse.
Okay. Is it a not great idea? Because what I was going to do is try to incorporate maybe a meetup that would maybe bring Remy and Monty together. Maybe like grab a coffee or go for a walk with the dogs. Go to the dog park.
Okay, I'm feeling you.
But I don't know if you think I almost like your like thing where it's like,
get in there,
hey, Remy.
get going.
What?
Get in there and get going.
You talking to me?
Yeah.
Get in where?
Get into the conversation like quicker than. Don't talk with Remy. You're not. Fuck Remy.
Yeah, I kind of like that. I'm not trying to ask out Remy.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, fuck it. I'm doing it. I cannot wait for Wednesday.
I love it. Oh my gosh, we just ticked up to 179,000 people.
Well, if any of you out there know a chick that works at Purina with a dog named Remy, tell her I'm coming for her.
Hold on, most of these people are from Peru again.
That swimming conversation from earlier.
Ugh. All right.
It's a blessing and a curse.
I'm looking at
Are you in a wine cellar right now?
I'm in my own little wine room right here. You want to see?
Yeah. Show the people.
All right. Hey people. It's nothing crazy, but I'm gonna turn you around somehow. Oh, it won't let me. It won't let me turn you around, but I'll just turn you around.
Yeah, you make the decisions.
There you go.
Okay.
And then there's like a case back there and some back there, and then we just got 5 bottles yesterday at this place called Sagacio. Hey, Sagacio, no free ads.
Yeah. Feel free to sponsor us, bro.
Yeah.
Sagacy, bro.
Sagacy, bro. That's right. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, yeah. You know what? What I'm doing right now is my wife, bless her, is not here, but she got me a gift for Christmas. That's like a little wine of the month situation.
Ooh, I like the sound of that.
Yeah, this is March's red wine. So, to all of our wine listeners out there, this is a 2020 Languedoc Rouge La Macette Domaine d'Apirac.
I have no idea what you just said, but I like it.
Me neither. It is, but let me tell you about it. Ooh, it's a red blend
Okay. What
from.
does that mean? Blended with what?
Oh, it means that. Okay, so it's all about grapes. So there's so many. There's like 3,000 plus different grape varieties across the world, and so when it's a blend, it's made with multiple grapes, but
If it's not a blend, it's made from just one kind of grape.
predominantly one grape. So like if it's to call it a Cabernet here in Napa, it has to be made with at least 75 or 80, maybe 80% Cabernet.
Which is a type of grape.
Yes, which is a type of grape. Exactly. So otherwise, if that percentage isn't the same, isn't like that, then they have to call it like a blend or just a red wine or something.
Okay.
Okay, but it's a red blend with these 5 grapes: Grenache, Cinsault, Carignan, Syrah, and Alicante Bouschet. From 20-year-old vines grown in clay and limestone. They say to serve it slightly cool, between 58 and 62 degrees Fahrenheit. Decanting is optional.
What does that mean?
It means like putting it. Have you ever seen like one of these things where, like, you would put it in this and then
To allow for optimal swirling.
yeah, and well, I mean, it's not like you're smashing it from this. It's like you pour the whole bottle in, and that helps expose it to more oxygen because oxygen opens up the flavor and the taste of the wine. It's similar to like if you're drinking whiskey or bourbon. I heard that like a little bit of water actually like opens up the flavor of it. So.
Ooh, I saw a helmet notch.
Really? What about tequila? Would it work that way with tequila?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
I thought about doing a tequila of the month club thing.
Ooh.
But
You can make some really clean cocktails with tequila.
your boy doesn't drink anymore.
I know. That's true.
But it'd still be cool to have because I will drink again.
Well, if you ever come out to visit and you decide that you should want like something, we'll open the nicest thing possible.
Do they make alcohol-free wine? Is that a thing? Is that just called grape juice?
I think it's grape juice, yeah.
Do they make like, okay, not that I want it, but do they make like, oh, this is like way better than Welch's. Like this is like a $95 bottle of grape juice or some shit like that?
That's a good question. I don't know. I don't think so. Not that I've ever heard. But I mean, they make some really like mild and good ciders too.
Never really was a big cider guy.
Me neither. But it's the same concept as grapes. It's just like balancing acid and sugar. All right. I'm gonna open this up. Let it expose it to little oxygen like a proper asshole over here.
The best kind.
Oh, it smells a little bit dirty. Like maybe that's that lime and clay soil.
Do you want it to smell a little dirty, a little earthy?
It doesn't bother me. I kind of like it when it does. It's like a little skank, a little skunky.
Ain't nothing wrong with smoking a little skunk from time to time. Keep you humble. Actually, I disagree with that. If I ever have to smoke that again, I probably would just prefer to not smoke. The only time that I would be like, okay, fine. When, like you witnessed it, we go to Mexico and it's like, hey, you got any mota? And they're like, yeah. And the guy like opens up his shirt and he's got like a pound of this nasty brick shit. And he's like, $20. And you're like, okay. And you can't smoke that quantity of that garbage of a weed in the short amount of time that you're going to be there.
Yeah.
You end up throwing most of it away anyway, or giving it to like the bellhop.
Was I with you whenever we got a big old sack that was just like someone had literally taken like a paper towel or something, put it in there, and just kind of like gave it to us.
I mean, when you're walking around in Mexico, you take what you can get without getting killed by the cartel.
Yeah, that was fun.
But you know what? What's funny is like seriously, like I would give like employees or preferably other guests, but I probably would give it to employees too, like
That's good.
the weed that I had left over, and their buddy's probably the one out there selling it. It's just a cycle of like us giving back our unbought or our unused shit back to them.
Yeah.
Which I'm fine with. Like I said, whatever doesn't get us killed by the cartel.
It's the circle of life.
All right. Well,
What? Are we running out of steam?
no, I'm loving it. It's just turned into just me and you just kind of catching up a little bit.
Yeah, we're really not entertaining people anymore. That's probably why our view count has gone down to. Take a guess? What do you think our view count is?
Is it single digits?
I mean, there are single digits in there.
So it's not like it's a higher than 9.
Yes, it is higher than 9.
Oh, okay. 48.
No, higher.
211.
No, higher.
18,312.
Yes, exactly.
I knew it. You sandbagging son of a bitch.
Oh yeah. You know, that's an interesting line though that you just drew. Like, so what was the line between when we were like, real? I think we were having a good showing there, and then we just slipped into talking again.
I would argue, like, I mean, I guess if you don't know us, it probably would just be boring and nonsensical. But like, I kind of like.
I'm enjoying it.
When I listen to podcasts, some of the shit I like the best is when the hosts just kind of meander and just talk about just irreverent stuff.
Yeah. Well, this is gonna have to be like
no sketches and bits. We don't do sketches and bits around here.
we could. I'd be happy to do some advertisements or something.
Well, I just mean like pre-panned like hot takes. We give some hot takes at the beginning.
Yeah, we do.
Do you? Okay, but hey, for real though, I know you weren't there to see it. Don't you feel like that chick getting out of line and coming over and trying to like bridge that gap with her dog? Like that seemed like it was good, right?
That was performative. It was respectful. And it was with regard and, dare I say, interest towards you. And so I think she was opening a door, whether... I don't know. What do you think? I'll put it up. Our message board just broke.
Damn it.
All right.
What's the YouTube again?
The Big If Podcast.
Yeah, talk about it in the comments. They can use the comments there.
Hey, down here, in the comments, where my partner was just pointing. Oh my gosh. So, all right. Here's a segment that I would like to introduce to the show, and we'll call it the St. Louis Scoop.
Ooh, I like it.
And basically, I want to ask about what's going on in St. Louis, since I don't reside there at the moment or anymore, and I feel like, I miss out on a lot of that my heart is tied to. So, Curioso. What's going on in St. Louis?
Well, baseball season just started.
Okay, yeah, Pujols is back.
Pujols is back. He got a pretty good.
Everyone's butthole tickled.
Yeah, people have seemed to be pretty receptive. You know who's not? My father. My dad is really not a fan. He's mad at baseball in general for like the lockout and whatnot. He's holding the grudge in that regard. But yeah, he doesn't like Albert. I worked opening day the other day. We had a tent. We were down there. I got to take in like the outside of the stadium vibe.
Just buzzing. Opening day buzzing at Cardinals. Oh my gosh, at Busch Stadium.
Yeah, and I got down there early and then like left while the game was going on after we packed up the tent and whatnot. But my boss who drove down there said that it's the busiest he's ever seen downtown. Like he tried to drive down on site where we were to like help us unload some supplies, and he had trouble getting down there. It was like traffic, crazy, people everywhere. He said it's the busiest he's seen downtown.
Damn.
So that's good.
Damn.
Yeah, come on, St. Louis, show out.
St. Louis, rise up.
People also, this is me. I'm less of a Cardinal guy right now. I more have Blues fever.
Yeah, you bleed blues, what I hear.
I absolutely do. The playoff push is coming. They're hot right now.
Hey,
They're real hot.
Isn't the Blues mascot a trumpet?
It's a bear.
A bear. That's right.
Louis thing.
Louis.
But there's a trumpet incorporated into some of the logo. Sure.
I feel like, and this is a son of St. Louis speaking, whether anyone likes it or not, that a trumpet should be in consideration as like a sidekick mascot for Bluey.
He should. I'd be fine signing a petition that he had to carry one at all times.
Do you think the trumpet could have someone inside of it, though?
So you're thinking more like a trumpet person walking around?
Yeah.
Oh, because I was, yeah. I mean, that opens up some shit I wasn't really thinking about.
There's some face-sitting issues that might occur.
Okay, how much of a salary would it take you for you to tell your wife, hey wife, we are leaving Napa and we are going, we're moving back home. I'm going home like Pujols.
I'm coming. Yeah, after 10 years, just like Pujols.
With that song,
home.
with that playing in the background.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, Jeff, like, that's a big life thing. Like, do you have, like, work lined up? And you're like, yes, I'm actually going to be the secondary Blues mascot. So I will be dressing up as a giant trumpet.
Called Trumpy.
Called Trumpy. Oh, even better. And I will be make the Blues great again. And I will be walking around with a giant bear for every home game, which would be, I think, 41. You got to do this 41 times.
41 times. And he's supposed to play me every time. Like, I need to get into some sort of position where, I don't know if it's my feet or if it's my torso. Or if it's like a face-to-face situation.
We're going to need a strong Louis to pick you up and hold you in that position.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I know just the guy.
A true bear.
Yeah, so Corbin, so I'm going to have to do this for 41 home games. Also, the All-Star game and other promotional events. I'll go to, like, children's hospitals. You're doing all of the... Everything Louis would do, Trumpy is now doing as well. How much of a salary would it take for you to actually sit down and have that conversation with your wife?
Oh my gosh. It would take definitely at least 6 figures.
Absolutely. It's a starting point.
That's a starting point. And honestly, I'm almost jumping into 7.
I think you're going to have a hard time getting it. But
I'm talking about selling our house.
Yeah, leaving family.
Family, friends, and the state that I really do love now, is, but it...
Think about how far even 6 figures would go in St. Louis compared to how far it would go with where you are.
That's true, and the state tax is much lower, I think, in Missouri.
Absolutely.
I get raped. I'm sorry, I meant to say raked. And I didn't mean to trigger anything for anybody out there. Any of our 18,000, how many did you say?
211.
211. That's right. That's crazy. That's right, because you said it was 211 and it's April 11th.
Yeah, I'm glad that's how you remembered that.
This is, let me just congratulate you, D'Angelo. You.
Okay. What did I do?
Well, so far, this has been our longest episode. So far, clocking in at like almost 72 minutes. I mean, we're talking about like a 90s Rob Schneider film worth of content here.
If you had to ask me to sit down and watch The House Bunny or watch what we've done for the last, like rewatch that.
Like Surf Ninja.
What's Surf Ninja? Oh, is that a movie?
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, I'm picking us.
Surf Ninja was pretty good.
Really?
To be honest with you, yeah. I'm gonna write that down just on the show note to cement that thought. But Surf Ninja, honestly, the biggest star of that was Rob Schneider, and I feel terrible, but he's the only one that I remember from that movie. All of the other like Polynesian actors and actresses,
they're a dime a dozen.
Just like the air up there guy, faded out.
Hey, what do you think Rob Schneider's net worth is?
I'm gonna go. Actually, I bet he's been in a lot of productions, a lot of movies, and I feel like he's been a producer for a lot of things too. I'm gonna go 14 million.
You're too high.
Too high, really?
Yeah.
Are these figures current?
Yeah, up to the minute. He just stopped at CVS, so it went down slightly.
And it didn't like make it up to 14 million.
I'm still gonna round up though.
Okay. Let's say 3 million.
Now you're too low. A little higher. 8 million. 8 million. How old do you think he is?
He is 57.
I'm gonna give it to you. 58.
Oh, really?
I give you a 1 year delta on either side. Yeah, 58. Woo. How tall do you think he is?
He is 5'4".
You're very close. He's 5'3". Okay. Me putting my phone up to the screen has to be one of the best parts of this. I'm going to do this again. Earlier I said The House Bunny. I think I had the wrong film. I think I was referring to I don't think it won, but I think it was nominated for Best Picture that year. The Hot Chick.
That's like all of that entire bottom, I feel like, is really airbrushed.
Yeah, Rob Schneider does not look like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was in 2002. It was up for an Academy Award, but it didn't win.
Do you? I mean, he was a Saturday Night Live guy, wasn't
he? Yeah, he was.
Do you think everyone who does Saturday Night Live gets a shot like that?
I mean, everyone is a pretty. I mean, that makes it easy to say no, but a lot of people probably do.
Do you know that Will Smith slapped his way onto Saturday Night Live?
Are you making a joke right now?
Yeah, I'm pretty gassed. I feel like I'm out of steam and I don't have anything left to give.
I'm just getting started, baby. We could go another 90.
Hey, okay. Well, let me cut it, and then we'll keep going and see. I didn't even know. I feel like they owe us a lot of minutes from.
Yeah, let's save it. Let's do another sode. So we'll cut this one, and then we'll just start another sode.
Okay, I'm gonna get into the other shirt.
Smart.
Okay. All right. Hey, and Thanks for everyone, all the 18,311 visitors. Hey, it has been a pleasure and a joy to hang out with you this evening. And yeah, bless up.
Bless up.
Anything else to say?
No, it's been. I mean, I just love sitting here talking to my friend, just for other people to hear. It's great.
I'm glad other people are getting to witness this and that we paid to have this conversation.
Bye, y'all.